Hi, it's Ilona here. I just went outside to look at my orchids to take a look to see what's going on. My little twinkle here is blooming quite nicely. I'm very pleased with that. It had trouble in the past, and it's kind of a recovery orchid. I put it into the semi-hydro, and it seems to have adapted really nicely. I'm getting more spikes there, and I think there's another one here coming as well. So it has done very nicely for me, and it likes to be in semi-hydro and outside. I'm sure being outside in the sunshine and rain, etc., has been really good for it, because I grow them in my kitchen, and it's not that there's not those good conditions. So I'm looking at those. I'll probably have to bring them in about a week. I checked the temperatures. It's getting down to 50 degrees Celsius, or Fahrenheit, or 10 degrees Celsius, and I don't like most of my orchids to be out lower than that. So, and then there's this other one here, this Dendrobium, and I thought it was a nobile orchid, Dendrobium, sorry. So I was really surprised when it started blooming again, and it's sort of bonus. It has all these wonderful new growths since I got it. It's a no ID Dendrobium, so I don't really know, but oh look, the little things have fallen in from being on the tree here. Oh, maybe I can get it now. I'll get it later. So I've got about maybe five or six growths from the bottom, and then I'm getting all these little kikis here, there, and here, and I've even noticed there's one kiki that's blooming. Where did it go? Oh, here's more kikis. So I'm going to have tons of kikis. I've got to wait for them to get their roots longer, and then I'll plant them. Although I'm kind of puzzled. It's getting into the dormant kind of period, and I don't know if I want to plant the kikis now. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. It is growing still, so it's not that it's not growing. In fact, it's almost finished with these. Finished with these blossoms here. So probably in a few days that'll be it. And it's bloomed for me a long time, and it's just a no ID orchid, but I really liked it. So I'm going to have to bring in all these orchids that I have here that have spent the summer. Oh, it's not very clear, is it? Oh, I'm sorry for that not being clear. Spent the summer out here under the dappled shade of my sunburst locust. Oh, there's one of my Psychopsis that has a nice fat bud. And then I've got different varieties, lots of different varieties of orchids. There's another Psychopsis butterfly orchid that's just grown. This leaf is new. It loves it out here too. And this has gotten tons of new growths on it. And then here's my butterfly, another butterfly Psychopsis that's going to bloom. Yeah, and there's some here. There's sheaths. So I've really got some buds to look and blossoms to look forward to. Now, of course, the thing that's happened is over the summer, all of these have grown. So when I bring them back in, it's going to be a tight squeeze, and I think I'm going to have to put some of them downstairs under lights. I haven't done that before. I've been growing orchids for a while now, and I've always resisted, but they're just growing so much. Oh, look at this. Look at these. These have never bloomed for me since I got it about 3 years ago. And now, can you see? Oh, you can't see it through this. Let me just put it around here. Sorry for there. Now look at that. And they're nice buds. I've had it about 3 years and it hasn't bloomed. I was going to throw it out this year. I just decided, okay, it can stay outside, and if nothing if nothing's happening, when I move the orchids in, I'll just take it to the orchid meeting and put it on the table, the lucky draw table, and somebody else can deal with it. But it's doing really well, so I have to say that. And down here, the squirrels have been getting some of my stuff. You can see, look what they've done. They've pulled down my orchids, and I've got all those things to clean up. That's the problem when you're using the LECA, that if the pot falls over, then you've got a mess. But it doesn't happen too often. I think the squirrels maybe got a half a dozen, and they bite them and then they just leave them because they don't like the taste, and then I'm finding them somewhere out in the garden. I've got a couple, and then I've had a little problem with spider mites. So I have these plants here. I've isolated them and sprayed them for spider mites. So these are here, but look at, they're growing very nicely. Look at that. And look at that. I mean, I can't complain. Oh, look at that. I'm growing so nicely. So I'm really, really happy. A lot of the tags have been lost over the years, and since I'm not entering them into any shows, well, I might as well show you the rest of my garden. They're not into any shows, so I don't really care as long as I know how to take care of it, basically. Here's my side garden. This fall is coming. It's pretty well. It's filled out pretty well, but it's getting tired looking. And so is this side. Those beautiful white, oh my God, what are the names of those? You know, my memory's going. But anyway, here, this is going too. So yeah, I get a lot of pleasure from my garden. And I was so lucky this year. 3 of these milkweeds just appeared voluntarily. I don't know, through birds or whatever, but they were really tall. And the gardener who comes and cuts the grass thought he would do a favor for me, and he chopped them down. Oh. And so that was the end of the hopes for butterflies from this year, but they're grown back, so I don't know what will happen. He was just trying to help me, but I wish he hadn't bothered trying to help me. So anyway, the rain barrel's really full because we've gotten tons of rain. So yeah, I'm just really enjoying. Pretty soon this will all be covered with snow. And then I always marvel at all these perennials that are hidden below the ground, because when I look out in the winter, I can't believe all this lush is just all potential, and it's just waiting for spring and the right conditions to come again. Even the hanging baskets are looking kind of crappy at this time of year. I don't know whether it's me that I'm losing interest, which could well be, or whether it's just they're just finished. Yeah, but I think it's maybe a little bit both. Maybe I'm just a bit finished and the growing season's a bit finished. And then along here I have my shade-loving orchids, my Phalaenopsis, my and other orchids that like the shade. I have to bring all of these in for sure. I'm going to have to set up lights in the basement because this is too many. So, but I'm really happy that they've grown. Look at this one. It has just grown so well. It's got dappled sunlight. These have grown nicely. This Zygo, oh, it's gotten like 1 million spots on it, and I keep spraying it with stuff to get rid of the spots, but it doesn't seem to help. But they still seem healthy. I don't know. I'm going to put that in the basement under lights because I don't want to look at it in my kitchen. So anyway, so in a couple of days, well, maybe about 5 or 6 days, it's going to get cool, really cool at night. So I'm going to have to take all my orchids in, and then pretty soon the heavy frosts are going to come, and all my outdoor garden stuff is going to be gone too. So right now I can enjoy it. Yeah, even the tree The leaves will be gone. I just love this tree. Sit out under it. Bring the cat out. She sits with me. She's my company outdoors. So anyway, I guess that's it. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.